Today, we will discuss several considerations for acquiring a business. My name is Chad Cummings, and I am an attorney and a certified public accountant serving clients in matters of business, tax, and commercial law throughout the states of Florida and Texas. I am Chief Executive Officer of the firm Cummings and Cummings Law. I also teach business law at Florida Gulf Coast University and hold 4 degrees, including 2 law degrees, together with a variety of tax, financial, and accounting credentials, which I apply for the benefit of my clients in my practice of law. Our firm website is www.cummings.law. Acquiring a business is a complex process that involves numerous legal and financial considerations. It is essential to understand the fundamental aspects of business acquisition to ensure a smooth transition and protect your interests. A business acquisition can take many forms, but the most common of those are asset purchases, stock purchases, and mergers, each with its own legal implications and requirements. The choice of acquisition structure significantly impacts the legal protection available to both parties involved. For instance, an asset purchase allows the buyer to select specific assets and liabilities, thereby potentially reducing exposure to unknown risks. In contrast, a stock purchase involves acquiring ownership of the entire company, including all of its assets, liabilities, and contracts, which may require more comprehensive and costly due diligence. Engaging an experienced attorney and CPA early in the process is crucial in navigating the complexities of business acquisition. These professionals can provide valuable insights into the legal, tax, and regulatory implications of different acquisition strategies, ensuring that the transaction aligns with your specific goals and minimizes potential risks. Due diligence is a critical step in the business acquisition process, providing the buyer with an opportunity to assess the target company's financial health, legal standing, and operational viability. This process involves a comprehensive review of financial statements, contracts, intellectual property, pending litigation, and compliance with regulatory requirements. Proper due diligence helps identify potential risks and liabilities that may affect the transaction's value and substantive terms. Common misconceptions among lay people include underestimating the importance and time requirements associated with due diligence, or assuming that a superficial or cursory review is sufficient. It is not. In reality, thorough due diligence requires a detailed examination of all aspects of the business, operational and financial alike, often necessitating the experience of an attorney and CPA. Neglecting due diligence can lead to unforeseen and undesirable legal and financial challenges post-acquisition closing. Therefore, it is advisable to engage professionals who can conduct a meticulous review and provide comprehensive information on their findings, enabling informed decision-making and negotiation of more favorable terms. The acquisition agreement is a legally binding document that outlines the terms and conditions of the transaction. It is not to be confused with a letter of intent or term sheet, although those are often very important transaction documents as well, which are beyond the scope of today's discussion. It is essential to structure this purchase agreement carefully to ensure legal protection for both parties and clarity for all involved. Key components of the acquisition agreement include, among other things, the purchase price, payment terms, representations and warranties, those are critical, indemnification provisions, those are also critical, and closing conditions. Representations and warranties are critical aspects of a purchase agreement in protecting the buyer by ensuring that the seller provides accurate and complete information about all material aspects of the business. These clauses often cover financial statements, ownership of assets, encumbrances, liens, and compliance with state and local law, as well as federal law. Misunderstandings about the scope, necessity, and enforceability of these provisions can lead to substantial and onerous disputes, further underscoring the need for precise drafting by an experienced commercial law attorney. Indemnification provisions further safeguard the buyer by obligating the seller to compensate for any losses arising from or relating to breaches of representations and warranties. Crafting these provisions requires nuanced consideration of potential risks and liabilities, further underscoring the importance of professional guidance. Tax considerations also play a pivotal role in structuring a business acquisition, influencing the transaction's overall cost and financial outcomes. Different acquisition structures have distinct tax implications, affecting both the buyer and seller. For example, asset purchases may potentially allow the buyer to benefit from tax deductions through asset depreciation, while stock purchases might offer tax advantages related to capital gains. Understanding the tax implications requires a thorough analysis of the transaction structure and the parties' tax positions and goals. Common misconceptions include erroneously assuming that tax considerations are secondary or can be addressed post hoc. Not a good idea. Proactive tax planning is indispensable to optimize the transaction's tax efficiency and avoid potential difficulties with the IRS and state taxing authorities. Engaging an experienced attorney and CPA, particularly with expertise in tax law, is crucial in navigating the complex tax landscape. These professionals can provide tailored advice on structuring the acquisition to achieve favorable tax outcomes, ensuring compliance with tax regulations, and maximizing financial benefits. Regulatory compliance is a fundamental aspect of business acquisition, requiring adherence to myriad legal and industry-specific regulations. Depending on the nature of the business and the jurisdiction, the acquisition may be subject to antitrust laws, securities regulations, and industry-specific licensing requirements. Failure to comply with these requirements can result in significant legal and financial repercussions, including fines, penalties, and even the bankruptcy of the business. Common misconceptions include underestimating the complexity of regulatory compliance or falsely assuming that it is a mere check-the-box exercise. I can promise you it is not. In reality, regulatory compliance involves a detailed understanding of applicable laws and proactive measures to address potential issues. Engaging an attorney and a CPA with expertise in regulatory compliance is essential in navigating this intricate process. These professionals can conduct a thorough and diligent assessment of regulatory requirements, assist in obtaining necessary approvals, and ensure that the acquisition complies with all relevant laws and regulations to the benefit of all involved. The successful integration of the acquired business is crucial for realizing the strategic and financial objectives envisioned by the acquisition. This process involves aligning the operations, culture, and systems of the acquired company with those of the buyer, ensuring a seamless transition and maximizing synergies. Common misconceptions in this realm include assuming that integration is a straightforward process that can be managed internally. However, integration often involves complex challenges such as cultural differences, incompatible systems, differences in accounting, and resistance to change. Addressing these challenges proactively requires careful planning and execution. Engaging an attorney and CPA with experience in business integration can provide valuable insights and insightful strategies for effectively managing the transition. These professionals can assist in developing a comprehensive integration plan, which of course includes a change management and communications component, addressing legal and financial considerations, and facilitating effective and honest communication and collaboration between the parties. Structuring a business acquisition involves a multifaceted approach that addresses various legal, financial, and operational considerations. From conducting thorough due diligence to managing regulatory compliance and ensuring a harmonious integration, each step requires careful planning and professional expertise. Common misconceptions and oversights can lead to significant and sometimes unforeseeable challenges and risks, further highlighting the importance of engaging experienced professionals at the outset. An attorney and CPA can provide indispensable guidance in navigating the complexities of business acquisition, ensuring that the transaction aligns with your strategic objectives and provides the desired legal protection. Ultimately, a well-structured business acquisition can unlock new opportunities and drive new value, provided that the process is managed with diligence and expertise. By prioritizing legal protection and leveraging professional insights, you can achieve a successful and legally sound acquisition. Again, my name is Chad Cummings, and I hope that you found this information useful. As always, the information in this video is general in nature and is not legal advice, because legal advice, by definition, must be specific to a particular set of facts and circumstances. Should you have any questions regarding this information or the content of any of my earlier videos, please visit my firm website at www.cummings.law to schedule time for a consultation. I look forward to the opportunity to speak with and perhaps even work with you very soon.